Ladies and gentlemen, success, it's a word that lights a spark in our hearts and stirs up dreams in our minds. But let me ask you this. Have you ever stopped to wonder if you might be afraid of success without even realizing it? It's a hidden fear, a silent barrier that keeps too many people from reaching their full potential. Today, I want to uncover this fear, challenge it, and inspire you to rise above it. Together, we'll explore crucial key points to help you recognize and overcome the fear of success. Change. It's one of the most challenging and inevitable forces we face in life. Yet, when we hear the word success, we often forget that it comes hand in hand with change. It's easy to dream about achieving greatness, about stepping into a new chapter filled with possibilities, but the moment that dream demands we let go of what we know, hesitation creeps in. Suddenly, the comfort of the present feels like a warm, familiar blanket, and the unknown future seems like a cold, intimidating storm. But let me tell you something, growth does not reside in comfort, it resides in the courage to embrace change. Think about the caterpillar. It spends its early life crawling, grounded, safe, and secure. But then comes a moment of transformation, a moment that demands it leave behind everything it knows to become something extraordinary. The caterpillar doesn't fear the cocoon. It doesn't resist the process because it knows instinctively that its wings are waiting on the other side. Like that caterpillar, you have wings, waiting for you too. But you'll never discover them if you cling to the ground. We often resist change because it challenges the identity we've built for ourselves. What if I can't handle this new life, you might ask? What if people expect more from me than I can give? These thoughts are normal, but they are also lies that fear whispers to keep you stuck. Fear disguises itself as practicality, as wisdom, but it's neither. It's a thief, stealing the opportunities that are rightfully yours. Let go of the fear that you're not ready. If success is calling, you are ready. People often romanticize success, imagining it as a smooth ascent to a better version of their current life. But the truth is, success asks for more than just effort. It asks for transformation. You can't hold on to old habits, limiting beliefs, and the safety of your comfort zone if you want to step into greatness. That's not how it works. Success demands that you shed what no longer serves you. It requires you to walk through the fire of change, not to burn you, but to refine you. When you feel resistance to change, ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? Is it the uncertainty, the responsibility, or is it simply the idea of becoming someone I don't yet recognize? Understand this, every great thing you've ever admired, every leader, every innovator, every hero once stood where you are, staring at the unknown, trembling at the thought of stepping forward. And yet they chose to move. They chose to trust that the version of themselves waiting on the other side of change was worth the leap. So what about you? Will you let the fear of change keep you tethered to the ground, or will you take the leap into the life you are meant to live? The path to success will never be comfortable, but it will always be worth it. And the best part, each step you take will show you that you are far more capable, far more resilient, and far more extraordinary than you ever imagined. Step into the change. Your wings are waiting. One of the greatest barriers to success is not lack of ability, resources, or even opportunity. It's the fear of judgment. The moment you set out to achieve something significant, something beyond the ordinary, eyes turn to you. With success comes visibility, and with visibility comes the inevitable chorus of opinions. Some will cheer for you, inspired by your courage and drive, while others will criticize or misunderstand your motives. And that's where many people falter, paralyzed not by failure, but by the thought of what others might say. But here's the truth. Other people's opinions only have the power you give them. You see, judgment isn't a reflection of your worth or your vision. It's a reflection of their perspective, their fears, and often their insecurities. If you allow the opinions of others to define your path, you hand over control of your life to people who don't live it. You let their doubts dictate your destiny, and that's a price too high to pay. Think about the greats, those who have achieved remarkable things. Do you think they avoided criticism? Absolutely not. They faced it, weathered it, and rose above it. They understood that staying true to their purpose was far more important than winning the approval of everyone around them. They didn't let the fear of being judged silence their ambition or dim their light. and neither should you. The reality is, not everyone will understand your journey. Some people will doubt you because they've never dared to dream so big themselves. Others may envy your courage, wishing they had the same strength to pursue their own aspirations. It's not your job to convince them, to make them see what you see. Your job is to keep going, to remain steadfast in your vision, and to let your success speak for itself. But here's the beautiful thing about staying focused on your purpose. The louder your actions, the quieter the noise of judgment becomes. When you pour your energy into your goals, you stop worrying about what others think because you're too busy building something meaningful. The critics, the skeptics, the doubters, they become background noise to the symphony of your progress. It's important to remember that the fear of judgment is just that, a fear. It's not a fact, and it's certainly not a reason to hold yourself back. The world doesn't need you to be perfect or universally accepted. It needs you to be authentic, to step boldly into the light, and to chase your dreams with unwavering determination. When you live for your purpose instead of for approval, you'll discover a freedom that's more valuable than anything else. So ask yourself, will you let the fear of judgment keep you small? Or will you rise above it, staying true to who you are and the vision you hold? The world is watching, but that doesn't mean you need their permission. Let your actions tell your story, and let your success be the loudest response. Success often comes with greater responsibility, and this is where many people start to hesitate. They see the challenges ahead, the demands that will be placed upon them, and they wonder if they can handle it. What if I'm not good enough? What if I can't live up to the expectations? What if I fail? These are the fears that hold so many back, but let's take a step back for a moment and challenge that perspective. The truth is, responsibility isn't a burden, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to serve others, to grow, and to make a lasting impact on the world. When you step into responsibility, you don't just take on more tasks. You take on the chance to shape your future and the future of those around you. Leadership isn't about carrying the weight of the world. It's about making the world better by being the best version of yourself. The pressure you feel isn't meant to crush you. It's meant to mold you into someone who can handle greater things. And that's exactly the point. The challenges you face are what help you grow. You're being stretched, not to break, but to expand, to become capable of handling even more, achieving even more. Imagine this, when you take on responsibility, you become a beacon for others. You lead by example, and your actions inspire others to step up too. The fear that often surrounds responsibility comes from a misunderstanding. People think that success means doing everything alone, but it doesn't. Success means learning how to delegate, how to empower others, how to make an impact far beyond what you could accomplish on your own. And the more responsibility you embrace, the more you have the chance to help others find their own path to success. Yes, it's true that responsibility requires discipline, focus, and hard work, but it also offers the most incredible rewards. Responsibility forces you to grow in ways you never thought possible. It challenges you to look beyond yourself and think about how you can serve others. It requires you to make difficult decisions and face uncomfortable truths. But each time you rise to meet that challenge, you become a better leader, a better person, and a more effective force for good in the world. There's another important truth here. Responsibility is not something that should weigh you down with fear. It should excite you, because with each new challenge comes new growth. With each new level of responsibility comes a new opportunity to push yourself beyond your limits and see what you're truly capable of. The moment you start to embrace responsibility is the moment you unlock the next level of your success. The fear you feel is simply the fear of change, of stepping into the unknown. But growth is only possible when you're willing to face that fear head on. It's in those moments of challenge, when the pressure seems too much, that you will find your greatest strength. The person you are becoming, the leader you are growing into, will be far more capable of handling whatever responsibility comes your way. So the next time responsibility calls, don't shy away. Step forward with courage and conviction. Embrace it. Because when you do, you're not just taking on a duty. You're taking on an incredible opportunity to change your life and the lives of everyone around you. Don't let fear hold you back. Embrace responsibility and watch your success grow beyond anything you ever imagined. Success has a way of changing things, and one of the hardest aspects of success is the fear of losing relationships. As you grow, as you rise, you might find that some of your relationships start to shift. Your friends, your family, they may not understand your journey. They may question your choices, or worse, they may feel left behind. You might fear that you'll outgrow the people you care about most. And this fear, this anxiety, can hold you back. It can make you question whether pursuing success is worth it, if it means risking the connections you've built. But let me tell you something. If someone cannot celebrate your success, if they can't support your growth, they may not belong in your future. Success doesn't need to be a lonely road, but it does require that you surround yourself with people who lift you higher, who believe in you and your potential. It's natural to want to hold on to the people who've been part of your life, to want to keep everything the same. But the truth is, growth often means change. And change can sometimes challenge old relationships. Not everyone will understand why you have to prioritize your goals, your dreams, your vision. Some will criticize, some will question, and some may even resent you for your achievements. And that's tough. It's painful to face the possibility that your success could create distance between you and the people you love. But remember this, true relationships are built on mutual support and understanding. The people who truly care about you will recognize your growth as a reflection of your strength, your determination, and your desire to make something of yourself. And if they can't understand that, or if they can't celebrate that with you, it's not a reflection of your failure. It's a sign that they might not be in the right place in your life anymore. You see, you don't need to shrink to make others feel comfortable. You don't need to dim your light so that others can shine. In fact, the right people will be inspired by your success. They'll celebrate it with you, and they'll want to rise alongside you. The relationships that truly matter, the ones that will stand the test of time, are the ones that are built on the foundation of mutual growth. These are the people who will encourage you when you falter, challenge you when you need it, and cheer for you when you succeed. They'll understand that your success is not a reflection of their failure. Instead, they'll see it as an invitation to reach for their own dreams. The fear of losing relationships is real, but it's important to recognize that the people who matter most will never hold you back. They'll push you forward. They'll see your success as a reminder of what's possible. And as you continue on your journey, you'll find that the right people, those who truly have your best interests at heart, will be the ones who grow with you, not the ones who drag you down. So don't be afraid of outgrowing relationships that no longer serve your highest good. Don't fear leaving people behind who can't support your vision. Instead, focus on building new relationships with those who will lift you higher, who will be with you every step of the way as you reach for greater heights. True success is about surrounding yourself with the right people, and when you do, the right relationships will only help you grow further, faster, and stronger. The fear of failure is one of the most powerful forces that holds us back, but here's the irony. This fear is often deeply connected to the fear of success. You might find yourself asking, what if I reach the top only to fall back down? What if I succeed only to lose it all? These are the thoughts that make us hesitate, that make us hold back from going all in. But let me tell you this, failure is not the opposite of success. It's an essential part of the journey. Failure isn't something to be afraid of, it's something to embrace. Every stumble, every setback, every mistake, they all teach us something valuable, something that success alone cannot teach. Think about it for a moment. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by avoiding failure. They got there by learning from it, by growing through it, and by becoming better for it. Success isn't a straight line. It's full of twists and turns, of ups and downs. And each of those downs is simply a lesson in disguise. Every failure is a building block that you place on your path to success. It's an opportunity to refine your approach, to improve your strategy, and to come back stronger than ever. But so many of us fear that failure will define us, that it will be the end of the road. We fear the embarrassment, the disappointment, the shame of not getting it right. But failure isn't the end, it's just the beginning. It's the beginning of a new understanding, a new approach, a new chapter. It's the moment where you choose to either stay down or get back up and keep moving forward. And those who choose to rise after failure are the ones who find success on the other side. How much of this has success looked like? You put in, the reality is if you're not failing, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. If you're not experiencing setbacks, then you're playing it safe, and playing it safe never leads to greatness. True success comes when you take risks, when you challenge yourself to go beyond what you thought was possible, when you put yourself out there and dare to fail. The moment you decide that failure isn't something to fear, you unlock the full power of your potential. The key is to reframe your perspective on failure. Don't see it as something that holds you back. See it as the greatest teacher you'll ever have. Each time you fail, you gain insight. Each time you fail, you learn something you couldn't have learned otherwise. It's those lessons that make you more capable, more resilient, and more prepared for the next challenge. The fear of failure fades when you realize that it's not a setback. It's a stepping stone. If you're willing to fail, you're ready to succeed. Success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about learning from it, growing from it, and using it as fuel to keep moving forward. So don't let the fear of failure hold you back. Embrace it. Let it teach you. Let it strengthen you. And when you do that, you'll find that success will be waiting for you, not at the end of the road, but at every turn along the way. The path to success is paved with lessons from failure. And the more you embrace those lessons, the closer you get to reaching your full potential. Let's face it, success demands sacrifice. It demands that we give up something in order to gain something greater. It's easy to get caught up in the comforts of life, the late nights spent lounging, the weekends of relaxation, the little pleasures that make life feel easy and effortless. But here's the hard truth. If you want something more than what you have right now, you're going to have to give up some of those comforts. You might have to trade in some late nights of sleep, some lazy weekends, and even some of the little habits or pleasures you've grown accustomed to. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've worked hard, I deserve this comfort. And that's true. You've earned your rest, your downtime, your comfort. But the question is comfort worth the cost of your dreams? Is it worth the cost of the life you truly desire? Success doesn't come to those who choose the easy path. It comes to those who are willing to put in the effort, the hard work, and the sacrifice. It comes to those who are willing to give up temporary comforts in exchange for lasting fulfillment. And when you begin to make that shift, to prioritize your dreams over your comfort, something amazing happens. You begin to see that the discomfort of sacrifice is far more rewarding than the fleeting pleasure of staying in your comfort zone. Sacrifice is not about denying yourself forever. It's about recognizing that the choices you make today will shape the life you live tomorrow. When you give up something today, you're investing in something greater tomorrow. It's the price you pay for the life you truly desire. That late night work session, it's the stepping stone to the career you've always dreamed of. That weekend spent building your business, it's the investment in your future. Each sacrifice you make is a deposit into the life you're creating. But here's the thing, the sacrifices you make are not easy. They're hard. They challenge you. They make you uncomfortable. But that's where the growth happens. It's in those moments of discomfort that you build the strength, the discipline, and the character that are necessary for success. You can't achieve greatness by staying in your comfort zone. Success is the result of pushing past the easy choices and making the hard ones. It's about saying no to temporary comfort and yes to long-term fulfillment. You have a vision for your life, a vision of what you want to achieve, the person you want to become, the impact you want to make. But in order to get there, you have to be willing to let go of the small comforts that keep you stuck. That's the price you pay for the extraordinary life that awaits you. And when you finally get there, when you see the fruits of your labor, the rewards of your sacrifices, you'll realize that every moment of discomfort was worth it. The life you've created, the success you've earned, will be more fulfilling than any temporary comfort could ever be. So the next time you're faced with the choice between comfort and your dreams, ask yourself, is comfort worth the cost of the life I truly want? The answer, I promise you, is no. Sacrifice today, and the life you've always dreamed of will be yours tomorrow. There's a fear that often goes unnoticed, a fear that lurks in the background, quietly holding us back from reaching our full potential. It's the fear of outgrowing our identity. Deep down, we worry that success will change us in ways we can't predict or control. We ask ourselves, what if I don't recognize the person I become? What if success makes me someone I'm not? But I'll tell you this, change is inevitable, and it's not something to be feared. It's something to embrace. You see, success doesn't mean you lose yourself. In fact, it's the very thing that can help you discover your higher self. Think about it. You're not the same person you were 5 years ago, are you? Your experiences, your lessons, and your growth have shaped you into someone new, someone better. And as you move forward, the person you become will continue to evolve. It's not about shedding who you are. It's about expanding into the full version of who you were always meant to be. The fear of outgrowing your identity stems from the idea that success will force you to become someone different, someone unrecognizable. But in reality, success isn't about changing who you are. It's about unlocking more of your potential. It's about tapping into abilities, strengths, and talents that were always inside you, but that you hadn't yet fully realized. Success doesn't erase the essence of who you are. It enhances it. It brings out the very best of you, the qualities that were always there, waiting to shine. Yet there's a danger in staying attached to a smaller version of yourself. It's comfortable to cling to what you know, to remain in the safe and familiar. But growth never happens in the comfort zone. Growth happens when you step outside of what you know, when you challenge yourself to become more, to be more. If you're afraid of change, you might miss the chance to experience the incredible transformation that success offers. And the truth is, you are capable of so much more than you realize. You are meant for greatness, but in order to reach it, you have to let go of the limits you've placed on yourself. You have to let go of the identity that tells you that you can't do it, that you're not enough, that you're not worthy of success. When you embrace the possibility of change, when you accept that success will push you to become the person you were always meant to be, you open the door to incredible opportunities. Don't let fear keep you tied to a version of yourself that no longer serves you. Don't be afraid of outgrowing the identity that you've carried for so long. Embrace the possibility of becoming someone greater, someone more capable, more confident, and more powerful. Success isn't about losing yourself. It's about discovering the best version of yourself, the one that has been waiting for you all along. This is how to win friends and influence people. It's how to make propaganda. And when you embrace that version, you'll realize that you were never meant to stay small. You were always meant to rise. So go ahead, embrace the change, step into the new version of you, and let success lead you to the person you were born to become. The path to success is rarely clear. It's like stepping into a thick fog where the road ahead is hidden and uncertainty surrounds every step you take. It's easy to feel paralyzed by that unknown. You wonder, what if I make the wrong move? What if I fail? And that fear of the unknown can hold us back from even beginning the journey. But here's the truth. The unknown isn't something to fear. It's something to explore. The greatest rewards in life come not from staying in the safe, predictable places, but from stepping out into the uncharted, the unfamiliar. You can't expect every step of your journey to be clearly marked. The truth is, success isn't a straight line. It's a winding road filled with twists and turns, unexpected detours, and moments of doubt. But here's the secret. Every time you step into that fog, every time you take action without knowing exactly what lies ahead, you're growing, you're learning, you're building the resilience and the strength that will carry you through. The unknown doesn't have to be a barrier. It can be the very thing that propels you forward. Think about it. Every breakthrough, every success story came from someone who dared to step into the unknown. They didn't have all the answers. They didn't know how everything would work out, but they trusted the process and they kept moving forward. They took it one step at a time, even when the path wasn't clear. And that's what you have to do too. You can't wait for all the pieces to fall into place before you begin. You'll be waiting forever. You must trust that the process will unfold as you take action. The fog will clear as you move forward, and with every step, you'll gain more clarity, more confidence, and more momentum. The fear of the unknown is natural, but it's also an illusion. It's the fear of something that doesn't exist yet. And the truth is, you will never know exactly what lies ahead. But here's the beautiful part. You don't need to know. What you need is the courage to keep going, the faith that you're heading in the right direction, and the belief that with every challenge, with every step you take, you're moving closer to your goal. Don't let the fog intimidate you. Don't let the fear of what you can't see stop you from reaching for what's possible. The unknown is where the magic happens. It's where innovation is born, where new opportunities are created, and where success is forged. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And most importantly, trust that the journey will reveal itself as you move forward. So, step into the unknown with confidence. Embrace the uncertainty because it's not something to be afraid of, it's something to explore. And when you do, you'll find that the greatest rewards come, not from knowing every detail of the road ahead, but from having the courage to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Keep going because success is waiting for you just beyond that fog. One of the deepest fears we face on the road to success is the fear of letting others down. We worry that if we succeed, we won't be able to meet the expectations of those around us, our friends, our family, our peers. We fear that we might disappoint them, that we might outgrow them, or that they might not understand the path we've chosen. But here's the truth. Your journey is yours, and your success is not about living up to someone else's vision. It's about staying true to your own. Too often we get caught up in trying to please everyone else. We start shaping our decisions, our dreams, and even our actions based on what others expect of us. We take on the weight of other people's hopes, not realizing that we are not responsible for their vision of success. We are only responsible for our own. When you begin to let go of the idea that you have to meet everyone else's expectations, you free yourself to live a life that is authentic to who you are. You no longer have to carry the burden of trying to be something you're not, or trying to please people who will never truly understand your journey. Understand this, when you focus on living up to your own standards, when you stay true to your values and your purpose, you not only stop worrying about letting others down, you begin to inspire others to do the same. People are watching you. They are looking for permission to be themselves, to pursue their own dreams, and to take their own path. When you step into your own greatness unapologetically, you give others the courage to do the same. You become the beacon of hope, the example that shows them that they too can be true to themselves and follow their own dreams without fear of judgment or rejection. The fear of letting others down is rooted in the desire for approval, but that approval should come from within, not from external sources. Your success is yours to define. It's not something that can be measured by anyone else's standards. And if you spend your life trying to meet the expectations of others, you will never find fulfillment. You will constantly feel the pressure to conform, to be something you're not. And in the process, you'll lose touch with your own purpose. So stop letting the fear of letting others down keep you from reaching your potential. Focus on your own journey, your own goals, and your own vision. When you do that, not only will you be true to yourself, but you'll also become a source of inspiration for those around you. You'll show them that success is not about meeting the expectations of others, but about staying true to your own path, your own purpose, and your own values. And when you do that, you'll inspire them to step into their own greatness as well. Don't let the fear of disappointing others stop you from achieving your dreams. The only person you need to answer to is yourself. When you focus on your purpose and stay true to your vision, you'll inspire others to do the same. And that is how you create lasting impact. Not by trying to meet everyone else's expectations, but by living your life authentically, unapologetically, and with purpose. There is one fear that stands above all others, one that holds so many people back, and that is the fear of your own potential. You see, it's not that we're afraid we won't succeed or that we're not capable of achieving our dreams. The deepest fear is realizing just how powerful we truly are and what it means to step into that power. This fear doesn't come from a place of weakness. It comes from the overwhelming awareness of the vastness of your own potential. We all have that voice inside, the one that tells us to play it safe, to stay small, to remain in the shadows. That voice tries to convince us that the world isn't ready for the greatness within us. But the truth is, the world needs what you have to offer. Your brilliance, your unique perspective, your gifts, they are all needed. The only thing that holds you back is the fear of stepping into your full potential. The fear that by shining too brightly, you might make others uncomfortable, or that you might have to live up to the very greatness you know is inside you. Marianne Williamson captured this perfectly when she said, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's not the fear of failure or rejection that stops most people from pursuing their dreams. It's the fear of what will happen once they realize their true power. What will they have to do once they claim that greatness? What will they be responsible for? What will others expect of them? The unknown territory of your own potential can be terrifying, but it is also where your freedom lies. You don't need to hide from your brilliance. You were born with everything you need to succeed. You have within you the strength, the wisdom, the creativity, and the resilience to build the life you dream of. But you will never realize that power until you step up and claim it. Don't shrink back from the challenge. Don't settle for mediocrity when you were born for greatness. The world does not need more people hiding their light. It needs people who are willing to shine brightly, even when the path ahead is unclear. Stepping into your potential requires you to let go of the old beliefs that have held you back. It means shedding the stories you've told yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. It means embracing the truth that you are capable of far more than you've ever allowed yourself to believe. And when you do, you will be amazed at the doors that begin to open, at the opportunities that start to appear, at the way your life starts to unfold in ways you never thought possible. Remember, your light is not something to hide. It is meant to shine. The world is waiting for you to show up, to step into your power, and to share your gifts. Don't let fear keep you from reaching your highest potential. Don't let the comfort of staying small keep you from living the life you were meant to live. The world needs your brilliance, and it's time to let it shine. Don't hold back any longer. Step into your greatness and let the world see the incredible power that lies within you. So, my friends, I challenge you today. Don't let the fear of success hold you back. Recognize it, face it, rise above it. The life you've always dreamed of is on the other side of that fear. You are capable, you are worthy, and you are ready. Now go out there and claim your success.